And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor Overclocked. Last time, we rescued Jin from certain doom, and we locked ourselves into a bunch of, well, not really locked ourselves into, but we did unlock a good number of the endings, in the previous video. In this video, we will unlock the remaining ending routes that we can take. Before we get into the details of the day, I do want to go over some lineup changes. If you're not interested in hearing this, I will leave a timestamp in the description that you can click on to jump past when I am done rambling about this. So, starting things off, I created a Yama. I created this guy by fusing Abaddon and that Megami Bridget that I had made. So as you can see, he has a pretty considerable magic bonus, and I've also gotten Bufudyne onto him. Also, get Keisuke out of here. Keisuke is who I've been using to farm money and get experience for demons without over-leveling my party. Anybody who's not participating in the battles does get a bit of leaked experience, but since I'm not getting any experience from Keisuke getting the kills since I'm a force deploy, that means our fusion level isn't really going to raise up, and honestly, your remaining characters aren't quite as focused as you can make your main character, so I'm not overly concerned about them overtaking the demons. But yeah, I did get Yama fused with Bufudyne for a very particular reason. I also did some additional free battles to get Drain onto him so that he can restore his MP. This will give him a great way to top himself off and keep using Awakening so we can get the most out of that. We've also got a Seiryu here, which I'm pretty sure I made this guy in the last video, but drawing attention to him again. Let me see here. We've got, actually, did I have Hecate in the last video? Man, I'm already losing track of which demons I have and haven't made. But, if I did not, so I've got her, she's got Bufudyne, she was another Abaddon fusion. Of course, Seiryu was another, rank-up fusion by, pulling Quetzalcoatl out of the, compendium. Here we've got Culebre. I made this guy by pulling Python out of the compendium, and then I fused off Lila with an angel that I just created, or rather pulled from the compendium and leveled up a little bit. Got bonus stats onto the Eros that was created there. Fused that into Python to create this guy. As you can see, he has Ice Amp and Mabufu, as well as innate Bufudyne. Gotta do some very good damage with Ice Magic, and I'll probably pull another one out of the compendium when I have the opportunity to do so. It's a good idea to have one of these guys, because they'll be coming in handy in the Belial boss fight coming up. And as far as major changes go, just other demons, you know, we've got Mikazuchi here. I got him a few levels, but not enough to, or rather a level up, not enough to get Fizz Amp, but we do eventually want to get that onto him for when we unlock Morticians, and I guess that is the extent of it. Other demons I drew attention to we already had. So that's where the team breakdown ends. Before we get into the events that we currently have available to us, we of course had some events that I was not able to see because we ran out of time to look at them, so let's just back up the clock a little bit and check out events that we skipped over. Now, I did search around, and I saw that the Izun event actually is mandatory, so we can't skip that one. The Shoji event, on the other hand, that one is not mandatory, so let's take a look at that before we lose access to it.
Oh, it's you kids. What's the matter?
Yeah, well, we have a question for you. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. We've already seen this one, haven't we? Whoops. I'm getting all kinds of confused here. It looks like that's actually not an event that we need to go back over. Whoopsie, silly me. So, actually, we have no additional events that we need to see. Wow, I'm actually really badly losing track of things. Well, let's not get too caught up on my idiocy here. Let's just see what Kaido has to say.
Yo, guys.
Kaido, I'm glad to see you're okay.
Do I look so weak that you guys should worry about me? It's good to see you too.
Ha! We somehow pulled through. Were you worried about us?
Don't be stupid. I ain't worried about you, nerdlinger.
Nerdlinger?
About that bastard with the specs I was looking for.
Yeah? What about him?
It's just too much of a pain in the ass to find him. I'm gonna stop looking. If you ever meet him, tell him to enjoy the rest of the life I'm letting him keep. I've paid off my debt to you. That makes us even.
Kaido.
Later, dimwits. Let's all live through this and meet again.
Everyone,
It's okay. You don't have to say anything. It's Kaido's way of forgiving you.
Kaido is awfully lenient in regards to the topic of murder, which we will find out later in the game, just how lenient he is in that regard. Now, if Keisuke was killed by Kaido, then you get a different scene here.
Yo, guys.
Kaido.
You look pissed. Makes sense. You hate me all you want. What? You're... Never mind. It's nothing.
You just did the same thing Keisuke was doing. I know that. But why? You didn't have to go that far.
Hey, aren't you looking at this the wrong way?
Huh?
He followed the path he chose himself, all the way to the bitter end. Rather than backing down, he held his head high. He and I are alike. We both knew that when we had to fight, it would go all the way. He had guts. He tried to snap at me to the very end.
Keisuke.
I'm sorry for what happened.
Huh?
He must have been a great guy. If we didn't have to meet like that, we could have been buds. And he was strong. In battle, and in his heart. See you. You better live through this.
I hate myself. I couldn't say anything back at him. It seemed like Kaido understood Keisuke better than any of us. We need to think a lot more about things from now on.
Let's go.
Atsuro.
Moaning and crying isn't going to bring Keisuke back. I'm going to do whatever I can now. That's how I'm going to make it up to Keisuke.
Now, I've read that if this version of events plays out, you are not able to get Kaido's ending route opened up, but I'm not 100% sure if that's actually true or not. I meant to double check that, but I accidentally kept Keisuke alive in the playthrough I'm doing, and the personal playthrough I'm doing. I'm not going to be able to see what happens in the next one that I do, because I need to get Atsuro's ending on that file. So if you know for certain if Keisuke needs to be alive or not to open up Kaido's ending branch, please let me know. But otherwise, it's not a super big deal, and frankly, Kaido's ending branch, it's actually not super critical that you open it up to begin with, but that is something we'll go over when it becomes pertinent. Now, let's see the cutscene with Izuna. You find Izuna talking with a member of the Shomonkai. Izuna seems to be trying desperately to convince the believer of something.
But it is said that Master Belberith will save us.
Look around. Now's not the time to fall back on your dogma. I won't say a word to anyone about what you tell me. Please, believe me. I want to save you all. I want to save this entire country.
Do you promise you won't tell anyone that I helped you?
I swear it. Please, tell me. How did Amane defeat Jikoku without a comp?
I am here.
The Maiden of Shomonkai. So you're Amane.
You wish to know about me, correct? I will answer your questions.
I see. That'll help things go faster. 6 months ago, you defeated Jikoku and Asakusa. However, neither the summoning program nor the altered comps had been completed yet. How then did you defeat Jikoku?
I borrowed the power of Jezebel, who is Master Belberith's subordinate. Master Belberith is a higher being, revered by the Shomonkai. My father formed a contract with Master Belberith, who then sent Jezebel into me. I called to her and used that power to defeat Master Jikoku.
Jezebel. There's a demon inside you?
Indeed. Summoning a demon without the assistance of the program uses a vast amount of mental energy. After depleting my powers in summoning Jezebel, I fell unconscious for several days. Jezebel, who had been wounded in the battle, still recovers within me.
In other words, you're the only one that can use that power. We can't have the Shomonkai doing anything they please anymore. Demon tamers and altered comps are bad enough. If someone can summon demons with no comp, we can't let you live like this. I'm sorry, but you have to die here.
Your effort will be wasted. At your current state, you lack the power to defeat me. Even if you were somehow able to kill me, you would still not meet your objective.
What do you mean?
If I should fall, Jezebel will be released into this world. Are you prepared to fight me, and then deal with her once she is free of my body? Then if you will excuse us, please do not strain yourselves.
We're risking our lives too! I have to do this. I'll find a way to stop the Shomonkai. Somehow.
Did you hear that?
Man, we're eavesdropping on a lot of Izuna's conversations. Yeah, I absolutely heard that. Also, gotta say there, Amane was cold as ice in that scene. Unshakable. Absolutely, just in awe of her fearlessness there.
Amani said that the demon inside her defeated Jikoku.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it would be like to have a demon inside me. Still, Jezebel, huh?
Yeah, we got another Bell here, and another biblical name there, Jezebel. We were talking to a Remiel earlier, and he's tied to Metatron. Yeesh, this is just a lot of Judeo-Christian elements starting to come into play here. Before we were just dealing with stuff like Belder and Belial and
Yeah, and the demon the Shomonkai follow is Belberith, right? The founder made a contract with it, and as a result, Jezebel was sent into Amane? This whole Jezebel thing is confusing me.
So, she's Belberith's minion, but let's ask, let's let Atsuro explain his idea of thinking about it.
Well, think about it a little. Jezebel is Belberith's subordinate, but they're both Bell demons.
Wait, the demons with Bell in their names are fighting over who will be the next king. So why is Jezebel working for Belberith? Does this mean that not all the Bell demons are fighting each other? Or is it because Jezebel knows that Belberith is stronger than her?
We don't know that much yet. Well, it'll probably help if we remember those names. We have to focus on the fight with Belial at 1800 today.
Yeah, you're talking about the fire at Hibiya that was in the Laplace mail, right?
Right. No matter what we do, we should deal with that demon before looking into anything.
Well said, Atsuro, well said. I think we have this on lock.
Who are you kidding? I can't believe you said that with a straight face. But thanks. I think I'm not as nervous now.
Don't laugh at me, Yuzu. I'm just trying to be inspiring here. But yes, we've got another Bell into the mix, and one who is, apparently lower on the totem pole if she's subordinate to Belberith. We can probably presume at this point that Belberith is the head honcho of the Bells, or at the very least the one who has the greatest likelihood of success in the current race for the King of Bell. Man, though, how does this exactly connect to me, though? Like, why am I crowned with the name of Bell? I don't think my name has Bell in it, unless it's spelled differently in a different language. I'm gonna have to ponder on that.
My. Hello there. What a coincidence that we'd meet here.
Oh, don't give me that crap.
You're a cynic, aren't you? Well, maybe. Maybe not. Regardless, it seems that tomorrow may be the day we all say our goodbyes to the world. Long ago, at the beginning of everything, God took 7 days and nights creating the heavens, the earth, and everything in them. That's the same amount of time the world's been given for this test. Now, who wanted this ordeal to happen in the first place?
Well, what do you mean by that? I honestly am not following what you're trying to say here.
I mean this situation you're in right now. Weren't you listening? The world's in your hand. Then you look down and see you're standing on someone's palm. That's how it's always been in this world.
Okay, and what's your point? Actually, you know what? Who are you, really? How do you know all this?
Now, just who could I be? You're trying to figure out what my intentions are, Whatever. I think I'll pass some information along to you. You're already aware of the fight for the throne of Bel, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. We kind of been thrust into that situation, and now you really wants me to pursue it.
Good. Then let me fill you in on this war you've gotten yourself dragged into. Of all the bells that have appeared in this world, there are 5 left. The most powerful and closest to obtaining the throne of Bel is Belberith. And he has 2 of the other bells accompanying him.
Okay, and I can presume Jezebel is one of them, right? But who's the other?
You know that Jezebel is inside Amane, don't you? Belberith placed Jezebel within Amane to act as his agent in the human world. It seemed his interests coincided with those of the man who founded the Shomonkai.
Okay, and let's follow up on the other thing. Who is the other Bell?
You seem confused. Haven't you heard of Beelzebul yet? Oh, I may have said too much. Well, who cares? I might as well tell you. Beelzebul is the right hand of darkness. He's actually just as powerful as Belberith. But unfortunately, he is serving a rather troublesome force himself. Anyway, I don't know why, but he's lending his powers to help Belberith. And since you're standing against Belberith, you can't avoid fighting him too. See? And while we're on the subject of Belberith, the worship of the Shomonkai seems to have given him a great deal of power. If he becomes the king of Bel, many demons will choose to obey him, that's for sure.
Alright, so we got a bit to unpack there. So the other Bell that is currently in service to Belberith, or at least aiding him, is Beelzebul, though this gentleman here is implying that his loyalty is not strictly to Belberith. Beelzebul, huh? Why do I get the feeling that's a name they're taking some artistic liberty with, like Belder? That's neither here nor there. Anyways, now we're faced with the prospect of Belberith becoming king, and I feel like there's nothing but bad intentions behind this, so we cannot let that happen. I won't let him.
You've got spirit, but if things keep going the way they have, he won't be stopped. The demons will gain a powerful leader, and the war against God can finally begin. What a shame. Those angels are telling the humans that this is God's ordeal, when they're basically dragging the humans into their war against the demons.
Raise a good point there. Certainly it looks like humans aren't solely at fault here, although I think it's a little bit of a leap to say there is no fault. Let's just agree with him here.
It's not like I care about this stuff all that much anyway. Now, I wonder what kind of world we'll see if you win the war for the throne of Bel. I'm really looking forward to that. Anyway, it seems that defeating Belial will be your biggest obstacle today. I'll be watching your activities with interest, as always.
He disappeared again. Who in the world is he? What in the world is he? Well, Belberith, huh? And he's got 2 other Bell demons with him.
Yeah, but we have to worry about Belial first. Let's get our death clocks off of 0 today, then think about what happens later.
Ugh, we're getting all sorts of things dumped onto our head at this particular moment, so, as I said, there's quite a bit to take in there, but fortunately, we're at the point where we're not really getting more mysteries, instead we're just getting answers and resolutions, and now we have the rest of the conflict with the Bells laid out. We know who we have to deal with. We've got Belial, we've got Jezebel, we've got Beelzebul, and of course we've got Belberith atop them all, so we can probably presume that we're going to fight them more or less in that order as well, so now we have our final foes for the game lined up, and yes, those are our final foes. With that event taken care of, a mandatory event with the Mr. Gigolo Man, a new battle opens up in Ueno, which this one has a relatively important thing that happens in it. Past that, over here, a new event opens up with Amane, as well as a new event with Kaido. These events are tied to unlocking their ending routes. If you want to get Amane's ending, you absolutely need to check this event out, and if you want to get Kaido's ending, he will open up a side quest that when you complete it, you'll get an additional event with him, and completing that event will unlock his ending route. But that's neither here nor there. We want to take out the battle in Ueno, and it is critical that you come into this one well prepared, because this one is for real, so be mindful of what you have going into this. So let's go. Are you done already? Then it's my turn. You'll scream loud and clear, won't you?
Stop! Please, stop! Ah!
Is this all your power, humans? You're so fragile. Too fragile.
The demons are attacking the SDF. But this is our chance. If we do this right, we may be able to get out.
Yeah! We can escape now! Let's make a break for it!
Wait! Take me with you!
Whoa! What the?
You are all fools, sons of men. Escaping would be to cast aside your responsibility.
No! Run, now!
Face divine punishment. Incinerate.
So the angels really are aligned with the government.
What's this? Angels killing humans? This is going to really scar the humans counting on you to answer your prayers. Their prayers, sorry. There are no words for you, demons. We have reason to purge those tainted by you.
Damn it! With the self-defense force gone, now's our chance to escape. But at this rate, we'll just be caught in their battle.
Hey, is that Honda?
Oh, angels and demons are fighting each other! What do? They're gonna drag innocent people into this!
What in the world? Jeez, what are we supposed to do?
And we are given a choice for how we can approach this mission. We can choose to assist the angels, which is definitely the easiest route to take. You can team up against those Decarabias, and this fight's a little bit more complicated than it looks on its surface, but we'll get to that when we get to that. You can choose to assist the demons and take out the angels instead, who are a little bit closer, so there is definitely a perk to taking this option. Or you can make things really difficult on yourself, but also give yourself some pretty lucrative EXP rewards and defeat both for humanity. Now, I'm not actually sure as far as the endings go if this choice actually affects anything. I think choosing to assist the demons can potentially lock you out of Amane's ending, depending on what you've done, but I'm not really sure if the same holds true with assisting the angels towards Naoya's ending, and this choice definitely doesn't affect any other ending. I'm going to make things difficult on ourselves, and we're going to defeat both for humanity.
Wait, both? We're going to defeat the angels too? Is that really okay? Aren't they messengers of God?
Look, they're about to be dead once we're through with them, so let's just carry on. You're given a chance to reconsider, but we're going to fight both factions.
Alright. Please don't hate me for this.
Okay, with that taken care of, we actually want to be very particular about how we set ourselves up here, because the demons in this fight are actually pretty high level. Decarabias are level 44, and they're, most of their formations either have more Decarabias or demons in the low 40s, or a high 39, or a 39 for the Pythons. The powers are level 46 with level 41 assistance, or with Vivians on their side. So these are some pretty serious demons to fight. For skill cracks, what we have available to us here is that we can get Fire Repel from this Decarabia right here, and we definitely want to try and get that. So I want to be very, very mindful of how I set up here. Let me get my team set up, and I'll come right back to you. Alright, I got my team set up here. Got a very particular setup. I'm going to have Rook carry me over to this spot right here, and hopefully I'll be able to attract the fire of the Decarabias as well as the Angels. I'm going to swap out Rook for Seiryu once I get up to that point, just make sure he's in the stock, and he is. Everybody else is more or less just set up with the strongest demons I feel like are optimal for them to have. Atsuro's getting backed up by Hecate and a Mothman. Actually, you know what? Let me give Mikazuchi to Atsuro. Once he learns Fizz Amp, he'll be a lot more useful. And everyone else just having Mothmans to get them into position. I've got Yuzu set up with Kresnik and Mothman so that she can move over to this spot right here and hopefully act again relatively soon. Let's get this battle underway.
You kids!
Mr. Honda, what are you doing? Summon your demons!
I have no choice. I can't afford to let this chance pass me by.
What does Honda mean by that? Be mindful of Honda and the salary man with them. If they die, and they're not in any danger right now, but should they die, you will get a game over, naturally, as we've had to deal with any human dying up to this point. I've got Kulebre backing me up here, so we're going to be able to take out one of these formations of angels. I've also set myself up with Ice Amp, Mabufu, and Holy Dance to cover for the eventuality that will deal with Shield All. But with the Ice Amped Mabufus and the Berserks coming from Seiryu, we should be able to take out these formations of powers with relatively ease, or at the very least cripple them. There we go. No problem there. But Holy Dance is on there to hopefully deal with trifling humans. Angels, to me! And every time you kill a demon formation, fools that spit in the direction of the heaven, you will be eradicated! Angels, bring thy light to this world. Anyways, every time you kill a demon or an angel starting the battle out, a demon or angel will come in to take the place of what you just killed, up to 3 replacements. So, yeah, we're gonna have to fight up to 12 enemy formations. Going to have Yuzu move up here. If we're lucky, she'll draw the fire of one of the angels and hopefully allow me to stay relatively safe, but it's not super critical that she does so. And I'm just going to have Atsuro and Midori move up here, just because the demons are going to spawn from the opposite side of the angels, so they'll be spawning in behind us. Okay, so let me think here. Very high chance that Shield All will come in, so probably better to do that. Let's do Bufudine on the Dekarabia, and if we're lucky, we might be able to kill it. Yeah, I saw that coming. It's what's to be expected. If we're lucky, Seiryu will be able to clear out most or all of them. Yes, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted there. Shield All just has ridiculous amounts of priority. It almost always goes first in battle if you have relatively similar agility, and the Dekarabias have 16 agility, so when they go first like that, or even when they go second, Shield All almost always goes off first. Ugh, you annoying rats! Come forth, my tribe! And, of course, we get formations of Dekarabias coming in. Blood. I smell blood. I'll devour you. I offer this tainted blood in the name of our Dark Master. Children of men, if your hearts are pure, God's grace will save you. We became involved in this barricade to save the righteous.
Save? Do you have any idea how many people died in this lockdown?
Foolish mortal whose heart has been tainted by demons. Repent and await judgment, or die here. Which fate will you choose?
What? What do you mean, die here?
So the angels will eradicate all beings who don't ally with God's will. Some God.
Those who fall from the path and cannot return are no longer children of men. For a righteous world, it is within reason for them to be purged. Alright, so we do want to be careful with how much MP I'm using up here. We do have Holy Dance on deck, which is a very expensive 45 MP skill. Mabufu is no slouch with its 20 MP cost also, so there's a very real chance we'll run out of MP here. Maybe I shouldn't have used Mabufu. Whatever. But that's just a problem we'll deal with when it comes up, if it comes up. The main thing is I want to get the fire repel off of that center Dekarabia, at which point we can retreat. Get a little bit of NP off of this level up and magic boost here. Very nice.
Let's escape now while we still can.
Sons of men, that cannot be allowed. Your lives must end here.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Come on, we can't let them escape, but there's too much at risk here. Now, if you choose to escape alongside Honda and the Salaryman, well, I would not recommend doing that, actually. It is actually a really, really bad idea. You technically get an ending to the game, but it's one of those, you know, kind of fake game over style endings, so do not choose to escape here.
Damn it! I'm getting out. I'm gonna make it outside. Please don't get in my way.
And at this point, Honda and the Salarymen will begin to make their escape. You really don't want them escaping on you, or else that is another mission failure. And they are a little bit tricky to deal with, because they are not at all set up to fight these angels or demons. They will get anonymously torn to shreds, so you really do not want them engaging in combat here. Okay, just barely enough damage on that to finish that guy off. So the fortunate thing for us is that they are actually now flagged as enemies to us, so we can defeat them, remove their comps, and remove them from battle, and we really do want to do that, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have Yuzu just move up and take out Honda real quick, and then the Salaryman should not be able to get past her, so let me just, yeah, she should be fine. So we got single target Zandine, and of course Mo down. Let's take out Honda.
Please, let me through. To reach my son, I won't hesitate to kill even you.
Yeesh, Honda, being a little aggressive there. I'm afraid we can't let you go, my friend. So let's throw out Zandine here, let's throw out Mazan, and Mo down from Kresnik is going to be the main thing that absolutely wrecks them. Oh, yeah, they are out of it. You destroyed the comp.
Of all people, I thought you kids would understand. I guess I was wrong.
To keep things as simple as possible, it really behooves you to kill Honda and the Salaryman first thing first. If they get killed by the demons, it's game over. We don't want that, so we're just going to focus on getting them out of the battle, and then we can deal with the demons as they come. Let me see here. I'll use Berserk on Atsuro, Holy Dance from Hecate, and Berserk from Mikazuchi. Looks like the Salaryman is just guarding, which probably works to his benefit if he gets attacked by an angel or something. Nice! Triggered Mikazuchi's, physical resistance there. Gave him an extra turn. Always lovely to see that. As you can see, Hecate is definitely very much a glass cannon, although Berserkers themselves are quite strong, so that's also a factor we have to consider. Now that we've taken all of them out, we should be able to get this guy out of the picture. Okay, just barely? Actually, hold on. Uh-oh. Let me see here. I don't think triggering the Endure will allow the comp to be destroyed. Okay, it did not, but fortunately, we have Mikazuchi, so this was actually an unexpected thing, but hey, it works out in our benefit. We can just double up and take this guy out. You see, that was all according to the plan. Also, Hecate is our first access to Medea Rahan, so why don't we have her give everybody a full heal there? Oh, that's why we were doing so much damage to him to start out. He was guarding, right? Doy. I'm so, it's very rare that the enemy in this game actually guards, so I honestly don't even really factor it in my damage.
Ah!
You destroyed the comp.
No! I thought we could get out!
Alright, the tricky part of this battle is over. Now it is just a knockdown, drag-out slugfest, and frankly, it's one that I feel like we have a pretty distinct advantage in, but better not get cocky. Ooh, I forgot to set a skill on Midori. I took Ice Amp off of her to give it to myself, and that left her without a skill to bring up Bufudine, but hey, Bufudine's still pretty strong, so we'll go with that. Let's have Vivian use Holy Dance here. Yeah, good idea to have Vivian do Holy Dance. She has such impressive magic power. She should be able to deal, yeah, pretty amazing damage there. Weren't able to finish off this Decarabia, but this might be a blessing in disguise, since that means more reinforcements are going to spawn in. The reinforcements do come in at the end of the turn order, but still, it's better to keep ourselves on top of things. Here we go. This is the guy I was waiting for. Okay, let me think about how I want to approach this. I won't be able to do much fighting after this, but I am going to go with Holy Dance. Let's go with Mabufu and Berserk here. Yeah, just whenever an enemy has an option to use, Shield All, you should pretty much just expect that they're going to do that. There we go, we got Fire Repel. Not enough damage to finish off the Decarabia there, but he is no threat by his lonesome. The Agidine's a little bit scary, but not anything too terrible. So there we go. We got the skill that we wanted. I don't have enough strength to set it, or vitality for that matter, but we have Nullfire anyway, so we have that on deck for the Belial fight. And to our benefit here, the Decarabias and the Angels, when they have nobody else to attack, they will still duke it out. And in fact, if they're in each other's range, they will just continue to fight each other over you. So that's a nice little thing for us right there. I'm pretty much spent on MP at this point, so I'm going to take an opportunity to retreat here. We'll just leave that Decarabia that I was fighting to its devices. This one is of no threat to anybody, so we don't have to worry about it. Although it will probably use Shield All. Possibly not, but hey, let's use Holy Dance just for the sake of safety. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I should have had Atsuro use Berserk, but it's not a huge deal. The rest of my guys should be able to finish him off. There we go, no problem. The remaining Decarabias will begin to spawn at this point. Alright, there we go. But that's the last of the respawns for this fight. Let's have Yuzu rush up and have Kresnik mow down one of these guys. Okay, so this guy's got Nisrox at his disposal, nothing too threatening. Let's actually see, hopefully mow down actually has the initiative to go first here. Let's use Ice Dance instead. Mazan and mow down. There we go. Alright, no problem, no problem. Hopefully Yuzu... actually, no, she'll definitely get the extra or the first attack because Mothman is just ridiculously slow, even with plus 15 initiative. There we go. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Alright, yeah, it looks like that angel is just going to block off the escape route, which doesn't matter at this point since nobody can even reach it now. Let's have Atsuro take point here. Okay, so this guy's going to get an opportunity to go. Who's he going for? Midori? Okay, let me think here. Let's have Midori use Drain, we'll use Mazan, and we'll use Holy Dance here. Remember, Almighty will just always get around Shield All, the best way to deal with it. Not that draining the Berserkers of their MP really matters. As you can see, Mothman, he's kind of having his problem at this point where he just has no way to deal with the damage that gets thrown his way. And, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, Berserkers, really annoying with... really annoying with their ability to endure and their access to Paladin Soul, which means we can't just delete the Decarabia. Very bad fight for Midori there. That's about the worst that could have possibly gone. But it's okay. As long as she's still alive, she can pull on a strong demon and hopefully pull something off. Let's see here. Do we got anything? Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. You know what? Let's bring Yama in. Get these guys also taken care of here. So let's use Drain to finish off one of the Berserkers. Just focus on getting the Berserkers out of the picture. Unfortunately, Yama does not have access to any multi-targeting, at least not the one that I've fused, so he's not going to be able to do anything here, but he's fine enough to deal with these Berserkers. Decarabia is now just completely left without aid here, so he's of no threat. Alright, what are these guys going to do for us? Let's see here. Let's not get overzealous here. Let's back up, let them come to us. We can just leave that Decarabia to its devices. And yeah, just keep idling here. No need to rush to the conclusion of this fight. Yuzu's getting her turns coming around really fast because she has Phantasma at her disposal. Okay, now that they're down there... Well, actually, I'm still not close enough. Let's just do a quick heal on everybody to make sure we don't get overwhelmed. There we go. Still got enough MP for that. And we're past the point where I really absolutely need Holy Dance, so I'm not concerned about that either. Alright, we should actually be able to take this guy out here. At this point, Tyrants... Ah, sweet, we also got Fizz Amp on Mikazuchi there. But at this point, Tyrants are awesome for keeping your MP topped off, because they can pretty easily refund whatever they use, if they deal good enough damage, especially if the rest of your team does good damage. Let's get this guy out of the picture. The ridiculous amounts of priority that Shield All has will never cease to annoy me. How can this be? There we go. All the demons lie defeated. Only the angels remain. Of course, if we were only fighting against the demons in this fight, that would be the end of the battle right then and there. Alright, so this guy's taking his aggression out on Atsuro. We shouldn't be in too much trouble here, though. I don't really feel like these guys are nearly as annoying to deal with as the Decarabias. I mean, they aren't harmless, but you see, like, with just the relative strength of our team, Hecate has access to Antimos, so she doesn't really take that much damage from anything except physical attacks. There we go. And get the Fizdamp Berserks out from Mikazuchi. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Of course, Mikazuchi, I'm mostly just leveling him up so that we can upgrade him later. Alright, let's use another Devil Speed here, just to make sure we get the first strike. And this actually went super well. I'm glad I prepared for this properly with the demons I fused up. This fight can go south in a hurry if you decide to take this approach to it. And there's absolutely no shame in choosing to, you know, go against weaker enemies if you're not able to deal with what the game throws at you here if you decide to take on everything. but we are more than prepared. Honestly, in terms of damage, we have no trouble taking these things out. It's just dealing with things like shield all that's really annoying, or being on defense and having low initiative. What have you done? Mission complete. And get a nice helping of experience, as always.
We got rid of them. I never expected that we'd fight against angels, though.
What? What happened? I have no idea. I just got here too.
We prevented their escape. We have no more business here. It would be troublesome if the SDF soldiers get the wrong idea about us.
In any case, there really are angels.
Demons exist too, so it shouldn't be that much of a surprise.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I was talking about how it turns out that angels are the ones behind the government. I mean, we really are going to be killed if we don't do something about the demons.
Yeah, we can't give up. We can do something about this.
You're right. If we lose faith in ourselves, it's all over.
Alright, so one event that pops up if you do the Ueno battle immediately is a conversation between Honda and the mysterious man. Now, as far as I'm aware, this event can only occur if you've seen all of Honda's events up until this point. At the very least, I've only ever noticed it popping up if I've done all of Honda's events that are available up to this point. This one kind of feeds into some potential side quests on one of the 8th day scenarios, so it's a little bit interesting to see, and it does explain some things about Honda that you'll see later in the game. You might be confused on if you didn't see it. Now, I don't know for sure if you need to see all of Honda's events to see this one, or if I'm just dumb and I haven't noticed that. So if you know, please feel free to correct me, but this is more or less where we're going to be ending this video, because we've done quite a bit already. But I know what you're thinking. The one thing that you had on your mind, what happens if you choose to escape the lockdown in this battle, because there is an alternate scenario that happens if you do that, and I already mentioned it. You essentially get the bad ending of the game, and it more or less counts as a game over. Let's take a look at that right now.
Seriously? But if we do that, everyone in the lockdown will be killed! Are you saying it's okay to sacrifice tons of people just so we can save ourselves? Damn it. Don't say that I didn't try to stop you. I take no responsibility for this.
I see. Thank you. I'm really grateful.
Okay then. If that's how it'll be, then we'll survive this no matter what.
We got rid of them. I never expected that we'd fight against angels, though.
Well, now's our chance. We can get through the barricade. Come on, let's go!
Hey, are you serious? We can still turn back.
There aren't any angels or SDF soldiers. No one will know. We should go now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Classic law dogmaticism in Megaten games, you gotta love it. But yes, I would strongly advise against doing that for any reason other than just seeing it for the heck of it, and honestly, I'd only recommend going for it if you're playing on an emulator like me where you can speed the game up, because if you take that ending, quote-unquote ending, it counts as a game over, and you have to do that mission all over again. You could also use a battle save to at least get yourself at a suspend point where you can reload before the choice comes up, but I don't think the ending is really that interesting to go out of your way for it. But if you wanted to see it, that's that there. But yeah, that's the bad ending of the game, so to speak. Doesn't allow you New Game Plus, so no real reason to go see it, and it's honestly not as interesting as the game makes it out to be. Although it does feed into something with the other endings later in the game, so I guess it's interesting in that regard. But that is it for this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, though, goodbye.